welcome back to my channel, Ali's Blooming Life. This bubble wrapping in the greenhouse seems to be working. I'm not sure what the temperature is outside, but at the moment we have 14 degrees in here. I don't know if it gets really cold at night. I imagine it does, but things are growing anyway, so let's show you what's going on in here. So here, this is lamb's lettuce, and this is just a mix of salad leaves that I did. They're growing, they've germinated and they're growing. So hold on, there's a train. So yeah, we might have salad, but the only trouble is it's looking quite leggy at the moment. So I don't know. Obviously there's not a high level of light, or the number of hours the light is here is shorter. So we'll see. I've also got over here some sweet peas that are growing, so that's good. This is another pot that I did that this might not come. I found some seeds in the seed box, but it did say 2021, so I'm not sure. I'm not 100% that they're going to come, but we'll see. And also over here I've got some, I think they're cauliflower, but they might be broccoli. So I thought I'd germinate them and get them started. So they're all, well, they're not all popping through, but they are popping through, so that's a good sign. And then down here, there's the carrots. They're doing all right. And just, I don't know whether you can see, there are some spring onions coming in here. So it's two little cosmos that actually look, oh no, they're gonna have flowers on. Look, can you see that? That's crazy. I think that's a morning glory, and this is the dianthus that I took a cutting off. Back there's some fuchsias that I took a cutting of, and this is a pink bush that is out the front, but I think we're going to have to dig it up, so I'm trying to take cuttings to see if I can get some more plants off it. Anyway, this is the revelation, but to be honest, I did expect this to happen because radish are quite hardy. So there's the cherry radish, the China rose radish, which is a long one, and the beetroot. I didn't know, can you see? That's just starting to come. So this must be like 3 weeks since I sowed it. So I'll have to start thinning these out soon, but they're doing all right on these ones. So I'm well chuffed about that. We might get some beetroot and some radish over winter. This is my pot of parsnips, and I was having a look the other day and I can see there is parsnips in there. So can you see that? Is that in focus? So it might not be the biggest, but they are there. You can see them. So that's good. I've got to cut all this comfrey down, put it on the composter. What else is there? Oh yes, we still have cosmos still flowering. It's probably, there is some flower buds here, but it's probably gonna finish soon, I'd imagine. But look in here. So I planted the garlic, And it is starting to sprout. Even the one that I got from, so the Amazon one, obviously they're all sprouting. They're doing really well. And the farm shop, I don't know if I can, no, that's too close. I'll get the net off, hold on. Yeah, so these are the Amazon garlic. They're coming. They are all coming. All of the ones that I planted for Amazon, from Amazon, are sprouting. And then these are the farm shop ones. So they are starting to sprout. That one is pushing itself out, but it is sprouting. So there are little sprouts. The broad beans aren't coming yet. They're staying tucked up, cozy. So yeah, hopefully they'll come. And then under here you can see the green manure is growing. Can you see? It's growing under there. So I don't really know how long to leave this on for, because although it's pushing it up, the water on it is keeping it heavy. So I just don't want the pigeons to eat it. What do you reckon? Leave me a comment if you think I should take it off. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Come on. Come on, I can't hold this gate open much longer. Oh. Oh. I am just going to cut all of this down. Put it in the composter. Let's move that out of the way. So we can see what's going on. It grows thick and fast, this stuff. I grew these Comfrey plants from seed, and now they're massive. But they're the gardener's best friend, really, because they give you so much. Like, the bees love them. They're great for the garden. You can make comfrey tea. You put on your plants, and that helps with the feeding plant food. But also when you put them on the compost heap as well, that's all good stuff going into your compost heap there. So yeah, I definitely would encourage anybody to grow this stuff. And when you cut it down, it dies back in the winter anyway. Cut it all back, and then it comes back in the spring, summer, ready to start all over again. And once you've got one, you're never without one, because they self-seed everywhere. I've got one down here that's self-seeded. They self-seed everywhere. There's another one down there. So good stuff. There's always bees on it. They're always buzzing around. There's always something to be doing in the garden, isn't there? There's always something. Just lucky the weather's nice today. It's not that cold. gotta take my dahlias up, otherwise they'll rot. I've got some stuff that I've planted in pots over there that I want to repot. Another good thing about this stuff is it breaks down really, really quickly. So once it's on that compost heap, it won't take long to break down. That already looks much better. Good job done. So you just cut it back like that, and then it will come again next year. It's already sprouting there already, so it will come again. So here we are at the compost bins in the hidden little space, the Dingley Dell. So this is my one that I'm composting right now. There's a lot of, oh, that's the coffee. I put coffee grounds in it because my husband's dad went to a National Trust house, and sometimes they leave their spent coffee grounds free for people to take. So he got me a couple of bags, and I just stuck it in the composters, and now it appears it's gone mouldy. I'll give you a quick show before I put that in. Call that yellow. Well, it's like a creamy colour. It's like orange and blue. That's all mould from the coffee. So yeah, hopefully that's all right. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna, well, it won't do damage, will it? But I guess it all depends what kind of mould it is. But anyway, right, just get this cut up in here. I don't think I need to go mad chopping this stuff up because, like I said, it will break down pretty quick. Comfrey doesn't take long. And it's all good. It's all good stuff. So my only thing is, because I'm not doing hot compost, it will go warm, but it's not going to be hot. And I know to kill seeds and disease stuff, you need it to be hot. So I'm not putting any disease stuff in here anyway, so that could just go in the weed bin. But yeah, but the seeds, you might have a problem with seeds. I'm not, hold on, there's a train. I'm not putting anything with like those long old roots in it either. I'm just sticking to good stuff. I'm trying not to put brambles in here either, or stinging nettles, although I have put the just the leaves, like the stem of the stinging nettles, not the roots. The roots on stinging nettles tend to run, so I don't know if it's like couch grass. If you've got a little bit in there, it'll still grow like a dandelion. So I'm avoiding that. Anything I'm unsure of, I'm just avoiding. So if in doubt, leave it out. That's my motto. I was watching a YouTuber. I know their names, but I don't know. I can't ever remember what their channels are called. But it's Linda. Anyway, Linda has a fantastic allotment. And she does the trenches. So she digs a trench and then puts her scraps and that in the trench and then covers it over. I was speaking to my mum and dad, and they were saying that's what they used to do in like my granddad's time, I guess. They used to have an open trench all the time. They used to put their waste in a trench and then cover it over and grow their plants on top of it. And I guess it makes a lot of sense, because if you haven't got the space for the compost heap, you're composting in the ground then, aren't you? You're composting underneath where the plants are growing. So the only problem with that is if you're trying to be no dig, and no dig makes a lot of sense to me. Like, if there's microbes and stuff in there and fungi, and by digging all you're doing is disturbing them, maybe potentially killing them. I don't know. It's all who knows. But then if you're not doing no dig, then you watch like Charles Dowding, and he does no dig, and he does like the no dig trials on his plot. So he's doing one bit of his bed no dig, one bit of his bed dig, and it seems to be that the no dig is winning by producing better, bigger crops. The great thing I love about YouTube is that I can sit, in fact most days I sit and I'm watching something where I'm learning stuff about stuff, and I can sit and I can watch other people doing these kinds of trials and tests and stuff and see how they get on. And then the proof is in the pudding, isn't it? So by watching all this stuff, it means that you're learning, but you don't have to actually do the test yourself. So, which is probably why he's doing it, because he's very helpful like that. He's got a lovely, I don't know whether you'd call what he's got an allotment, because it's not really, is it? It's more like his land. But it's amazing. Anyway, he grows some amazing stuff. Right, so that's all in there now. Okay, so I'll put the lid back on that. This one has been here for a while, and I keep I'm not sure. I think that I don't even know what that is, but something is growing on in here. But it looks good. It looks like it's ready. Come with me, let me show you. What do you think? Ignore the coffee grounds, but look at that. Let me get my glove on, hold on. Right. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's really good. I can't believe that. How good is that? It's very moist, and that there looks like a mouse hole. So it's either a mouse or a rat, and I'm not sure whether I want to disturb this right now. Oh look, what's this growing? What is that growing? Is that chard or is that beetroot? Let's have a bit out. Is that chard or is that a beetroot? Who can tell? It's growing anyway. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon I should have this out? Because look at that. That is gorgeous. It could probably do with a bit more breaking down, but that would be a good mulch. What do we reckon? I'm a bit nervous about that hole. If something's made a nest in here, it's going to run out, isn't it? And where am I going to put this said mulch? This is really nice stuff. It needs to break down a bit more, but it could easily break down on the soil there. If I mulched my rhubarb, do you think? To protect it over winter. Good question. Leave a comment. Leave a comment what you think I should do. Do you think I should leave it for a little longer? Or do you think... I want to know what that is though. What is that? What is that? Is that chard or is that a beetroot going to grow? I think that's chard. Hello! So I've just lifted my dahlias. So these are the tubers. So what I'm going to do is now, I am going to, where did I put my secateurs? 1 second. I'll actually just show you whilst I'm doing what I'm going to do. Right. Okay, so I know it's not finished growing. I'm just going to cut it off. You see, we'll do it that way. I chop it off at the neck, like that. Put that on the compost heap, and then I'm just going to let this bit with the tubers on just dry in the greenhouse for a while. So just stick them in this little tray that I've got, just like that. Let the mud dry. I've got these other ones as well, so they come off. You can take them all off as long as they've got a little bit of neck. Let's just chop this one off. I think an eye would be like a shoe or something. And this one. And then, yes, I'll just sit them upside down in here until they're dried. And then what I'm going to do is put them in the shed in some sawdust. And then just keep my eye on them. Check they're okay over winter. There is more in the ground, but they're still flowering in November, so I'm just going to leave them in there until they've died off a little bit more, and then I'll do the same. Just get rid of the soil that's on them, and let them dry, put them in the shed in some sawdust. So yeah, so that's me all done. I'm going to go in, have the dinner. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you do enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe, comment. I love to hear your comments. I love to interact with people that are watching my videos. So yeah, have a good week. See you next week.